Hey, it's Joey for Digital DJ Tips. Right now, taking a look at this is the XDJ-700 multiplayer from Pioneer DJ. Now, this was introduced shortly after the original XDJ-1000 was launched sometime in 2015. So it's been around for a while now, and yes, there are a lot of reviews of this online. In fact, Mojax over at DJ City has a really good in-depth video. I've linked to it in the description box below so you can watch that after you view this video. However, I thought that it would be worth giving our thoughts on the XDJ-700 simply because some of you have been asking us about this unit over at the Digital DJ Tips website. So, in this video, we're going to do two things. First off, I'm going to give you a features highlight of the XDJ-700, and then after that, I'm going to give you my thoughts on who this unit is aimed at. Let's get started. The XDJ-700 is Pioneer DJ's standalone compact multiplayer. It was introduced in the same year as the XDJ-1000, which made waves because it did away with the CD slot. The XDJ-700 is basically the same device, but with a smaller jog wheel and less controls on the face of the unit. The jog wheel is mechanical, meaning you have to apply some pressure in order to do scratches in vinyl mode. I prefer full-size jogs, but the jog wheel on the XDJ-700 is decent and responsive. The high-res display is the same as on the XDJ-1000 though, and that's a good thing because the touchscreen is crisp, clear, and very responsive. It's easy to see and use even in a dark, sweaty bar. It works with Rekordbox, meaning it reads USB drives with music that have been prepared using Pioneer DJ's own Rekordbox software, just like what you'd do if you were spinning with thumb drives on a club standard CDJ setup. It also works with Rekordbox DJ running on a laptop. In this case, it acts more like a pretty expensive DJ controller and sound card. In my opinion, using the XDJ-700 with a thumb drive is the way to go if you're prepping for a club gig. Alright, so who's the XDJ-700 for? If you are a club DJ or a pro who regularly spins on CDJs, the XDJ-700 is a relatively inexpensive option for home use if you want to have a multiplayer in your home or bedroom setup. Having a pair of these runs at just a little over $1,300, certainly a lot less money compared to buying just one CDJ-2000 Nexus. Even though the jog wheel is a little bit smaller compared to a full-size CDJ jog, it still retains that mechanical feel. So in my opinion, it's a lot closer to what a real CDJ jog wheel feels like compared to what you'd expect to find even on Pioneer DJ controllers whose platters are touch sensitive. Now, speaking of controllers, if you are a controller DJ and you'd want to switch to using club standard CDJs, let's say you want to start DJing without a laptop, well, I think the XDJ-700 is also a good option for that. And I actually prefer this over the more expensive XDJ-1000 Mark II. Even though it's a bit smaller and, again, the jog wheel is significantly smaller compared to what you'd find on the XDJ-1000 Mark II, it retains most of the features that you would need in order to get started DJing with just a thumb drive. I like to think of the XDJ-700 as sort of training wheels for the controller DJ. Sometimes you're so used to looking at your laptop screen while you're mixing that you tend to ride the waveforms instead of just listening to them. DJing with the XDJ-700 without that laptop screen and just using a thumb drive will sort of get you used to the idea of using your ears solely for beat matching without having to look at a screen to check if the beats are lining up. So I think that alone is enough of a reason to pick up the XDJ-700 if indeed you would like to make the transition from DJing with a laptop to just DJing with a thumb drive. If you want to start a career as a club DJ or maybe do more festivals. However, if you still prefer to DJ with a laptop running Rekordbox DJ software, then I recommend that you get yourself a nice DJ controller. Maybe something like the DDJ-RX, whose price comes in at just a little under the price of a pair of two XDJ-700s. And that is without a mixer. If you're gonna factor in a mixer into the XDJ-700 equation, we're talking about something along the lines of maybe $1,800 or even $2,000 depending on what kind of two-channel mixer you get. So that's it for my talk through of the Pioneer DJ XDJ-700. I've got a full review of this over at the Digital DJ Tips website. The link is in the description box below. Hit the thumbs up icon if you like this video and hit that subscriber button if you are not a subscriber yet. My name is Joey. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.